Welcome to the Deep Dive, the place dedicated to making you sound instantly and incredibly informed about the world's most dynamic trends. Today, we are strapping in for the global glow-up. We're exploring how K-beauty, that's Korean beauty, has shifted from, a sort of niche trend to a global economic powerhouse. It's literally reshaping how the entire world thinks about skincare.
It really is. It's impossible to ignore at this point. I mean, if you've scrolled past a video on social media, you know the one, someone achieving that perfect, dewy, glass skin look.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Or if you've just walked through a store and noticed that sudden explosion of sleek, minimalist packaging that's just dominating the beauty aisles, you've definitely experienced the reach of K-beauty firsthand.
Absolutely. And the mission for this deep dive is to go way beyond just looking at the cute packaging or, the viral hype.
Right.
We've synthesized a ton of material. We've got market reports, social media behavior analysis, some award data straight from Korea, and retailer insights. We're trying to figure out the definitive why behind this whole sensation.
So we're not just analyzing the products themselves.
No, not at all. We're digging into the surprising geopolitical and economic shifts that have fueled K-beauty's really aggressive global expansion, especially into the United States and the very demanding markets of the Middle East.
To really set the stage, I think we should probably define what K-beauty actually is, because it's so much more than just a label of origin,
Okay, let's unpack this then.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, K-beauty refers to skincare and makeup products that come from South Korea. That's the simple part. But the core difference is the philosophy. While a lot of Western brands might focus on quick fixes, aggressive anti-aging or makeup to cover things up.
Effective makeup, right.
Exactly. K-beauty works on a skin-first principle. The focus is on a really comprehensive, multi-step routine that's designed for long-term skin health, maintenance, and prevention.
So the goal is to nurture the skin to get that famous, radiant, sort of effortless, youthful look.
Yep.
And that philosophy, which is so deeply ingrained in the culture, has produced some pretty astonishing financial results.
It really has.
K-beauty is not a small player anymore. It is now ranking third globally in terms of overall cosmetic exports. We're looking at official figures showing over $10 billion in exports for 2024 alone.
10 billion, wow.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of revenue shift, it actually changes global trade patterns and directly challenges the established beauty giants in Europe and the US.
Okay, so let's talk about the geography of this growth, because the direction of the money flow it's completely changed.
A huge shift.
For years, K-beauty relied almost exclusively on exports to the Greater China region. That was its bread and butter.
That's right. And, that regional success allowed them to scale up their manufacturing and really perfect their formulas. But over just the last 2 years, we have seen a dramatic and what looks to be a permanent market realignment.
So what was once a very Chinese-centric export strategy is now shifting decisively. And the United States has just very quickly emerged as the new epicenter of K-beauty growth. Here's where it gets really interesting, because the speed of this change is just remarkable. The data it's absolutely unambiguous.
What are the numbers looking like?
The U.S. market now accounts for a whopping 28% of Korea's total beauty exports.
28%?
Yeah. And just 2 years ago, that figure was only 17%. That is an incredible 11-point surge in market share in a really short amount of time. It tells you that U.S. consumers are just rapidly adopting these routines.
And this rapid shift is also being driven by some pressure in that other major market, right?
Exactly.
In that same period, exports to China actually slowed down. They dropped by 11% year over year. And this isn't just a passing trend, it's a structural challenge for Korea.
So what's actually driving that drop-off in China? Is it purely a geopolitical thing, or are there internal market forces at play?
It's a combination of both, but it's mainly the internal market forces. First, China put in place stricter, and sometimes really unpredictable, import regulations and testing requirements for foreign cosmetics. That just made market entry more costly and a lot slower.
Right, more red tape.
A lot more. And second, and maybe this is more important, there's the rise of domestic competition from local C-beauty or Chinese beauty labels. C-beauty brands have mastered e-commerce, localization, and they use domestic ingredients. They often cut right into the K-beauty market share by just being faster and cheaper in the region.
So Korea is actively and strategically diversifying its risk.
They have to.
They're pivoting away from a single, kind of volatile export market. And analysts are now forecasting that the U.S. will officially surpass China as the single largest K-beauty market by the middle of 2026.
By mid-2026. That's so soon.
It is. And this isn't just about market access. This is about fundamentally re-engineering a massive multi-billion-dollar supply chain to cross the Pacific instead of just staying regional.
That pivot just raises the huge question, why is the U.S. absorbing this so effectively right now?
Right. What's the appeal?
It really comes down to demand drivers, and specifically among the younger demographics, the ones everyone wants. The K-beauty philosophy, skin first, minimalist makeup, and deeply ingredient-conscious formulas, it aligns perfectly with what Gen Z consumers say they prioritize.
They want transparency, they want efficacy, they want products that reflect health, not just, camouflage. It's a total values alignment. But there's a practical business advantage too, and that is speed. The innovation cycle in Korea is unlike anything we see in legacy US or European brands.
Oh, that's the structural engine of K-beauty's success. It's so essential we understand this piece.
Okay, so break that down for us.
Unlike major Western brands, which operate with these really long lead times and might refresh a product line, once a year?
Is that, yeah.
Korean companies are famous for their ability to launch new or reformulated products quarterly, sometimes even faster. And this rapid pace is possible because of the unique manufacturing ecosystem in Korea.
Tell us more about that structure. I mean, how can they move so much faster?
It's the dominance of what are called original equipment manufacturers, or OEM, and original design manufacturers, ODM. Companies like Cosmax and Colmar.
And these aren't just factories.
Not at all. They are centralized, sometimes even government-supported R&D centers. A small new K-beauty brand doesn't need to build its own billion-dollar lab. They can simply go to an ODM with an idea like, I want a serum with ginseng and low molecular hyaluronic acid.
And the ODM does the rest.
The ODM handles the formulation, the testing, the stability, the production, all using their existing cutting-edge technology.
So it really democratizes innovation. Small, nimble brands can access this high-level R&D and manufacturing quickly and, I'm guessing, much more cheaply.
Precisely, and that explains why the market is just flooded with fresh ideas so often.
It makes so much sense.
This allows Korean brands to react to something like a TikTok trend, let's say a sudden demand for a soothing anti-redness Cica cream, and have a tested, refined product on shelves globally within months.
Whereas a legacy brand might take, 18 to 24 months to get through all the internal bureaucracy and testing?
Exactly.
That speed is a massive competitive edge, and you can see U.S. retailers are leveraging it. Ulta, for instance, reported a huge 38% increase in Korean skincare sales in just the first quarter of 2025.
38% increase.
Yeah, they called it their fastest growing segment in their entire beauty category portfolio.
And retailers like Ulta and Sephora, they're moving K-beauty from being this, import novelty.
A little section in the back of the store.
Right, to being a central, high-visibility category. They're accelerating adoption through exclusive product deals, co-branded collections, and just dedicating more and more shelf space nationwide. They're making these once hard-to-find products instantly accessible.
And we are seeing physical expansion to solidify this presence, too. In May of 2025, the brand Fui opened its first U.S. retail store in New York City's bustling Soho neighborhood. And this complements all those experiential pop-up shops that travel across major cities. They're designed specifically to demystify the famous multi-step Korean skincare routines for curious American consumers who might feel a little overwhelmed by the whole process.
So K-beauty is now fully meeting shoppers where they are.
Exactly.
So if the U.S. is the destination for these exports, then what's the vehicle driving all this traffic?
Good question.
That has to be digital platforms and the whole creator economy. E-commerce is the powerhouse of U.S. beauty retail, and its success is directly tied to the highly visual, short-form video content we see everywhere.
It's pure viral momentum. And it's amplified specifically by platforms like TikTok. A single, short, satisfying video showing someone applying a product, or maybe an unboxing that reveals a perfect, glowing complexion that can translate into hundreds of thousands of units sold globally overnight.
And TikTok Shop, which just seamlessly blends entertainment with shopping, has been a critical launchpad. In the U.S. alone, it generated nearly $1 billion in beauty sales last year.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
Just on TikTok Shop.
Yeah, which effectively made it one of the largest health and beauty retailers in the country almost instantaneously. Brands like Medicube, Tertier, and Anua are just translating that viral exposure into concrete sales across all the major platforms.
But let's get into the specifics of how they go viral. I mean, is it highly produced professional content, or is it more reliant on genuine user-generated stuff?
It's really a masterclass in blending both, but UGC, that's user-generated content, is the authenticity driver.
That makes sense.
K-beauty brands will often seed their products to hundreds, maybe even thousands, of smaller creators and just everyday users. This creates this sort of cascade effect where the product appears to be discovered organically by real people, and they're focusing on highly specific, relatable skin concerns, like reducing the look of enlarged pores or smoothing out some texture. It just feels so much more trustworthy than a glossy magazine ad.
And there's one brand that has become the absolute poster child for mixing tradition with this modern e-commerce savvy.
You have to be talking about Beauty of Joseon.
Of course.
This is such a fascinating success story. The brand blends traditional Korean aesthetics, often referencing the historical Joseon dynasty, with these modern, cruelty-free, and very stable formulations.
And they consciously draw from handbang. That's a key term we should probably explain.
Yes. So hanbang is basically the traditional Korean herbal medicine approach. It means they use centuries-old ingredients like rice, green tea, and ginseng in their products.
So what's the real difference between handbang and a standard Western formula?
Well, hanbang utilizes medicinal herbs, roots, fermented ingredients. It emphasizes balance and long-term vitality. It focuses on these natural ingredients that have been tested and trusted for hundreds of years.
Okay.
And this is a big contrast with many modern Western formulas that often rely heavily on highly concentrated, synthetic active ingredients. Things like strong retinoids or aggressive alpha-hydroxy acid.
Right, the stuff that can sometimes be irritating.
Exactly. Hanbang is all about a gentle preventative approach, using ingredients like rice water, known for its brightening properties, or ginseng, which is a really powerful antioxidant.
And the global community clearly loves this blend. As of November 2025, Beauty of Joseon surpassed 1 million followers on Instagram. And their parent company noted that this follower count is a really meaningful indicator of a global fandom. It signals mass appeal that goes way beyond language barriers.
And their signature product has achieved, legendary status in the viral ecosystem. That is the Relief Sun Rice Plus Probiotic Sunscreen.
Oh, I've seen that one everywhere.
It's famous because it just shattered the common idea that SPF has to feel heavy or greasy. It's lightweight, it offers this dewy, non-pilling finish, and it topped the sunscreen categories on both Amazon and Sephora in the US.
That right there is the ultimate proof that virality translates into serious, top-tier retail success. But isn't that what every beauty brand says? That their products genuinely work? What's the specific objective difference that sets a viral K-beauty success story apart from a major legacy US brand launch that might just rely on a celebrity endorsement?
It often comes down to texture and the sensory experience, and that's driven by that hyper-fast innovation cycle we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
K-beauty invests a massive amount of R&D into making highly effective ingredients feel beautiful on the skin. The Relief Sun, for example, is so lauded because it feels like a lightweight moisturizer, not a sunblock. So when you get a product that performs clinically and feels luxurious to use every day, the organic reviews and recommendations just become unstoppable. It's the product quality that's driving the hype, not the other way around.
That focus on quality also brings up a dark side of rapid success.
Counterfeit culture.
Exactly. When a brand becomes that popular, it attracts fakes.
That's a huge issue. It really erodes consumer trust, especially when you're buying online.
So what are they doing about it?
To actively fight this, Beauty of Joseon is joining Amazon's transparency program. This program allows shoppers to easily verify the authenticity of their purchases using unique codes. It ensures they get the safe, genuine product they paid for. It's a crucial defense of brand integrity in this digital age.
But they don't just rely on digital connections, right? They're also creating these real-world experiential moments.
They are. In November 2025, they hosted a pop-up event in Los Angeles called Rice Wonderland to showcase their rice collection. They had an immersive rice bar experience to help create a deeper, non-digital connection with their loyal community.
That's smart. It lets people touch, smell, and experience the textures which solidifies brand loyalty beyond just a fleeting TikTok scroll.
And this digital momentum goes way beyond just one brand. Other names like Medicube, Tertier, Skin 1004, and Anua are all building massive six-figure global social presences. It just underscores this huge shift in how consumers discover products now.
Okay, so we've established the market and the engine, but now let's really look at the products themselves. For consumers who are looking for the absolute gold standard, what is genuinely loved and purchased over and over in Korea, where do we turn?
That would have to be the Olive Young Awards.
Okay, what is Olive Young?
Olive Young is Korea's largest health and beauty retailer. It's kind of like a Sephora or an Ulta, but with even more market dominance there. Their annual awards reflect what everyday local consumers are actively buying, rebuying, and loving. They are the most reliable indicator of current consumer priorities.
So instead of just running down a list of names, let's analyze the key themes that we see from these 2025 winners. What does this tell us about the ideal K-beauty routine right now?
The first major theme is the deep commitment to the multi-step routine, and that always begins with double cleansing.
Right, the two-step wash.
And the #1 cleansing oil winner was the Mayo Junyo Pure Cleansing Oil. This product really highlights the priority for lightweight, non-greasy textures.
It's popular because it just effortlessly melts away makeup, sunscreen, and all the daily grind. It's the perfect first step. And it leaves the skin feeling soft and balanced, which is so important because, traditionally, oils were seen as heavy and pore clogging in the U.S.
K-beauty formulations completely flipped that script.
You're really good.
The second and maybe the most dominant theme is the prioritization of gentle water-based hydration.
Okay.
Just look at two of the top winners here. The #1 toner was the Round Lab 1025 Docto Toner, and the #1 serum was the Toradin Diadin Serum.
That Docto toner is so popular. It's known for offering this really gentle, fragrance-free hydration with a super light, watery texture. It layers beautifully without feeling heavy, which makes it perfect for sensitive or dehydrated skin.
And the Toradin Serum, which is a total cult favorite, just reinforces this theme. It instantly plumps the skin with intense moisture thanks to its lightweight formula. It delivers that fresh, non-sticky, dewy glow that really defines the whole K-beauty aesthetic.
So consumers are prioritizing layering moisture, not just sealing it in with one heavy cream.
Exactly. We also see the rise of these highly effective, specific treatment steps that actually make the routine easier. The #1 toner pad and a best performer winner was the MediHeal Macasicide Blemish Pad.
I've seen these toner pads everywhere. What are they exactly?
They're basically cotton pads that are pre-soaked in a powerful yet very gentle solution. They simplify blemish care by offering a soothing and gently exfoliating formula in just a quick swipe. The success of this product signals that consumers want targeted treatments that soothe redness and smooth skin texture without stripping the skin.
And for the final step in facial care, you still need a stronger moisturizer, right? Especially for barrier repair.
You do, and the #1 cream was the Astura Ato Barrier 365 cream. This is the choice for intensely sensitive or very dry skin. It focuses on strengthening the skin barrier, that outermost layer that protects us from the environment.
Of course, we have to talk about sunscreen.
The sun care category is fiercely competitive. The winner, the Round Lab Birch Juice Moisturizing Sunscreen, reinforces that trend toward fusion products. It's lightweight, deeply moisturizing, and it blends seamlessly into the skin. It offers protection with that desirable dewy finish, solving that common complaint of sunscreens leaving a white cast or a greasy residue.
What's also really fascinating is how K-beauty excellence is expanding beyond just the face.
Yeah.
The best body moisturizer winner was the Ilion Ceramide Ato Lotion.
And this is significant. It highlights a clear and continuing trend toward the premiumization of body care.
What does that mean exactly?
It means consumers are now treating the skin on their body with the same seriousness and demanding the same high-quality, effective ingredients that they use on their face. No more cheap, general-purpose lotions. They want specialized barrier repair ingredients like ceramides for their body, too.
This all brings us back to the ingredients themselves. While we talk about product names, the core components just consistently pop up across all these categories. We should probably explain those key K-beauty staples for our listeners.
Absolutely. 3 ingredients really dominate this space. First, niacinamide.
Okay, what is that?
This is a form of vitamin B3. Its function is to smooth skin texture, minimize the look of enlarged pores, and improve your overall tone. It's an essential multitasking ingredient.
Okay, that's niacinamide. What's number 2?
Second, we see CIA, which is spelled C-I-C-A. It's short for Centella asiatica.
Right.
This is a plant extract that is known universally for its incredible ability to calm redness, reduce irritation, and aid in the healing process. If you have sensitive or irritated skin, CIA is your best friend.
And the third one.
And third, the traditional anchor, ginseng. This is highly prized in Hanbang medicine as a powerful antioxidant. It helps boost skin energy, fight environmental damage, and promote vitality, giving the skin that youthful bounce.
So these aren't obscure chemicals anymore.
No, not at all. They are core parts of K-beauty, and they are now globally recognized and understood by consumers.
Okay, let's execute a massive pivot now. We've covered the US in depth, but K-beauty is also making incredibly significant strategic inroads into another critical growth region, the Middle East. Why is this market such a powerhouse for beauty brands?
Well, it's all about high value and just explosive growth. To give you some context, the entire Middle East beauty market was valued at over $36 billion in 2023.
36 billion.
That figure alone makes it a really serious player. But the growth rate is what's staggering. Regions like Africa, Middle East experienced explosive value growth of over 27% year-over-year.
Wow. And just to put that in perspective.
Growth in the US or Europe is often in the single digits. This is massive acceleration.
Okay. And you mentioned high value. What does that mean for how people spend their money?
It means that Middle Eastern consumers are some of the world's top spenders per capita on beauty and personal care. Consumers in the UAE, for example, spend up to 2.5 times the global average on these products. They really see beauty as an investment and a key part of their cultural identity.
But this isn't just about the volume of sales, it's about sophistication, right? These consumers are demanding and highly knowledgeable.
Very. They are described as beauty savvy, asking tough questions, and expecting to see visible results quickly. They don't just want a nice smell or pretty packaging, they demand clinical credibility and demonstrable performance.
And that high standard dictates the key trends.
It does. The first priority is an absolute obsession with the glow. Because of cultural preferences and the climate, the top priority is radiant, luminous skin that suggests inner health and vitality. They prefer a radiant, dewy finish over the Western trend that sometimes shifts back toward matte skin.
So the K-beauty goal of glass skin translates perfectly there. And that glow obsession links directly to the demand that performance is luxury.
Exactly. They seek out fast-acting, clinically credible skincare, peptide-rich ampoules, intense firming serums, and heavy-duty hydration masks. They expect to see and feel improvements in clarity and firmness, and they expect it quickly.
There's also a major shift happening around identity, isn't there?
There is. We are seeing the rise of a distinct beauty identity called A-beauty, or Arab beauty. This movement is rooted in cultural heritage, prioritizing local ingredients that are historically relevant and suitable for the climate.
Like what kind of ingredients?
Things like date extract, flaxseed, and even camel milk.
That makes perfect sense. They want products that reflect their own skin tones, their cultural heritage, and the realities of the local climate. They're moving away from relying only on imported ideals designed for cooler climates.
And this brings us to the critical need for localization for any K-beauty brand that hopes to succeed there.
You can't just copy-paste your strategy.
You absolutely cannot. Brands have to adapt to specific cultural and practical needs, and there are two major areas of focus for this.
The first one, and probably the most widely recognized, is the necessity of offering halal-certified products. Let's explain clearly what that actually means for a cosmetic product.
So, halal cosmetics comply with Islamic principles. They ensure the products are clean, ethical, and free from prohibited ingredients, which are called haram. This primarily means strictly prohibiting alcohol.
Okay, no alcohol. What else?
It also means avoiding certain animal-derived materials, like gelatin or specific types of collagen, unless they meet very strict guidelines.
And while this certification is obviously for the large Muslim population, it actually has a much broader appeal globally, doesn't it?
It does, because halal principles align so closely with the growing demand for clean, ethical, cruelty-free, and transparent beauty among non-Muslim consumers, too. It's become a marker of trust.
Interesting.
There's a brand called The Skin Factory, for instance. They've launched a specific K-beauty halal hair care line that focuses on non-alcoholic formulas and scalp health.
But localization goes beyond just certification. You mentioned climate.
Yes. K-beauty brands have to adjust textures for the high heat and humidity of the Gulf region. Heavy creams and oils that work perfectly in Seoul might feel really suffocating in Dubai. So brands must offer lighter, faster-absorbing textures.
That's a crucial practical point.
Yeah.
What about shade ranges for makeup? That's often a huge point of friction for international brands entering diverse markets.
That's a necessity. While K-beauty is primarily skincare focused, any makeup component foundations, cushions, even tinted sunscreens must include broader shade ranges than they might launch in Korea or even the US.
So inclusivity is a baseline expectation.
A total baseline expectation. Consumers in the Middle East require products that reflect the full spectrum of regional skin tones.
Finally, let's look at market entry strategy. How do brands physically get into this complex region?
Nearly every successful K-beauty brand starts by securing a strong local distribution partner who really understands the logistics and the cultural nuances.
And is there a specific starting point?
The UAE, specifically Dubai, is viewed as the gateway. It's the trend incubator, it's easy to do business with, and it has a large expat population that accelerates trends.
But the prize for long-term scale and volume is somewhere else.
It is. Saudi Arabia, with its massive accelerating consumer spending and huge market size, is seen as the ultimate long-term scale. As one expert put it, the UAE opens the door, but Saudi Arabia opens the scale.
And this requires patience and commitment, I'm guessing.
It does. Getting product approval, which requires Ministry of Health registration, can take several months. Brands cannot manage the Middle East market from a distance. They need to show they care, adapt their packaging for cultural sensitivity, and be physically present.
Okay, so as K-beauty expands its global footprint, it's inevitable that it gets compared to its close neighbor and, long-standing beauty rival, J-beauty or Japanese beauty. And this introduces a really fun comparison of philosophies.
What's fascinating here is that consumers aren't just passively comparing them. They are actively using them for different and often complementary purposes.
So if we look at the core philosophies, what's the general feeling?
Well, consumers consistently describe K-beauty as experimental, innovative, and focused on immediate transformation.
It's the extra and hype side of the beauty world.
Totally. They offer rapid product changes, reformulations, and they're constantly tempting users to try the next big thing, always chasing that instantaneous, dewy glow.
And J-beauty, on the other hand.
J-beauty is characterized by consumers as reliable, simple, and sophisticated. Its philosophy is all about fundamental effectiveness and consistency. People refer to it as Zen skincare. They focus on time-honored, high-quality basics.
I can relate to that. Products in J-beauty, especially classics like Hada Labo toner or certain Japanese cleansing oils, are often described as decade-long holy grails.
Right, staple products you always return to.
Exactly, because they're reliably effective and just no fuss.
The J-beauty approach really values stability. While they might quietly reformulate to improve performance, they rarely chase fleeting trends or inject excessive novelty. They are less about transformation and more about meticulous maintenance.
And K-beauty, by thriving on novelty, is much more difficult for the average consumer to keep up with. That relentless stream of new releases.
It can be.
What's fascinating here, though, is that the global consumer isn't just picking a side. Many users are adopting a really smart hybrid approach.
Yes, blending the two styles to get the best of both worlds.
How does that work in practice?
They might rely on J-beauty for those reliable, essential staples, things like cleansing oils or high-quality sunscreens, which are universally praised for their luxurious, non-irritating feel and minimal scent. These are the workhorses of the routine.
And then they turn to K-beauty for the fun, experimental steps.
Exactly. The targeted treatments, the innovative sheet masks, the trendy new active ingredients, or the at-home devices. K-beauty provides the excitement and the chance to try new things once their base routine is solidly established by the J-beauty staples.
This really highlights that beauty success today is all about giving consumers variety and respecting individuality.
Absolutely. The sources really stress that neither style is inherently superior. They simply offer different experiences and prioritize different values. Success is about finding the combination that fits your sensitive skin type or your specific personal goals.
That brings up an important question. What stands out to you about the longevity of the J-beauty approach? Is there maybe a risk in K-beauty's hyperfast model?
You know, there is a potential downside to the hyperfast model, and that's consumer burnout.
I see that.
If there's a new must-have product every single quarter, consumers may become overwhelmed or even skeptical about the necessity of constantly replacing things. J-Beauty's longevity proves that sometimes the simple act of providing a few consistently excellent, reliable products is what builds the strongest long-term loyalty.
Now let's pivot decisively toward the future. K-Beauty is clearly not resting on its laurels. Having dominated ingredients and formulations, it is aggressively positioning itself at the intersection of beauty and deep technology.
Right, and they're often making major waves at large tech showcases like the Consumer Electronics Show or CES.
CES 2026 is already anticipated to be a huge showcase for K-Beauty tech. This investment really reinforces the idea that beauty is rapidly becoming more diagnostic, predictive, and explicitly device-led.
It's a huge shift from just applying products to actively managing skin health through hardware.
So what are we seeing?
We are seeing a significant acceleration toward diagnostic and personalized beauty solutions. For example, Amora Pacific, which is one of the biggest Korean conglomerates, showcased a system called SkinSight.
SkinSight. Okay, what is it?
It's an electronic platform that uses advanced AI and wearable sensor patches to track multiple aging factors like hydration levels, elasticity, fine lines, all in real time.
That sounds incredible. So the AI can track how your skin reacts moment to moment to the environment and to your routine.
Exactly. And SkinSight uses that real-time data to predict areas that might be prone to wrinkles or loss of elasticity days or even weeks in advance. And then it recommends a highly customized preventative skincare routine based on those precise individual needs.
Wow.
Amore Pacific won a Beauty Tech Innovation Award for this system, which marks its 7th consecutive year of CES recognition. It just shows their consistent commitment to this field.
And other major players are also investing heavily in consumer hardware. LG Household and Healthcare, for instance, secured an award for its hyper-rejuvenating eye patch.
That sounds very futuristic.
It's a very complex wearable device.
It is truly high-tech. This patch combines proprietary skin diagnosis technology with customized ingredient delivery and light therapy. The device analyzes individual aging patterns around your eye and then dispenses and activates ingredients specifically formulated to address those issues.
So it reinforces the idea that the future of skincare delivery might be through a device, not just out of a jar.
Precisely.
And what about the behind-the-scenes players? Are the OEMs keeping up with this tech push?
Oh, they absolutely are. Cosmax, the ODM giant, introduced a platform called MaxPace. This is an automated device that uses complex formulation algorithms and essentially allows their client brands to produce a huge range of personalized cosmetics quickly.
Even one unit at a time.
Potentially, yes. The goal is to move customized cosmetics forward while focusing on sustainable, on-demand production, which also eliminates waste.
This all leads to the rise of at-home hardware dominating the global market. APR, which is best known for its Medicube AGR line of beauty devices, is attracting massive global interest.
APR generates nearly 80% of its revenue overseas, which is a key metric showing just how much global acceptance there is. Their booth at CES 2025 saw a 70% increase in visitor traffic compared to the previous year.
70%.
Yeah. This just signals the growing global appetite for Korean beauty devices, particularly in the US and Europe. Consumers are willing to spend significant money on hardware they can use repeatedly at home, bringing that spa experience into their own bathroom.
This innovation factor is clearly critical to their future dominance. K-Beauty is leading the way by integrating cutting-edge technology, AI, diagnostics, wearables, with those traditional and ethical values we discussed earlier, like ingredient transparency and cruelty-free practices.
It's a really powerful combination.
Wow, what a deep dive. We've really traced K-Beauty's path from its focus in Asia all the way to achieving global dominance. We highlighted that critical market pivot where the U.S. is rapidly replacing China as the primary export engine, all driven by Gen Z values and that unique, rapid OEM-ODM manufacturing cycle.
And we saw the immense digital power of platforms like TikTok, which catapulted brands like Beauty of Lausanne to viral global success. They did it by leveraging user-generated content and the appeal of those handbang ingredients.
We also analyzed the beloved reliable winners from the Olive Young Awards, highlighting that trend toward gentle, water-based hydration and barrier care.
And we noted the demanding, high-value, and complex market of the Middle East, where cultural adaptation and serious localization, including halal certification, climate adjustments, and shade range expansion, is absolutely essential for strategic, long-term growth.
And we wrapped it all up by contrasting the exciting, experimental vibe of K-Beauty with the rock-solid consistency of J-Beauty.
Ultimately, the core of K-Beauty's global success is built on this unwavering foundation of innovation, quality, and a genuine effort to connect emotionally and digitally with the global audience. For any new brand or foreign investor, establishing a solid legal and operational base in Korea is the critical first step to accessing that powerful, agile manufacturing ecosystem.
So what does this all mean for you, the learner, the consumer? The pace of innovation being set by K-Beauty is rapidly accelerating the entire global beauty industry. They are constantly launching new products and integrating technology into skincare faster than anyone else.
And this creates intense pressure. If Korean brands keep pushing the boundaries with AI-driven personalization, diagnostic tools, and new consumer devices, the older, established Western and Japanese prestige brands will have to significantly accelerate their product cycles and their marketing strategies just to stay relevant.
Which means you will get better, more personalized, and faster-acting products on your local shelf much quicker than ever before. That's the real benefit of the global glow-up. It gives you something new to explore next time you walk past the beauty aisle.
Remember, whether you choose J-Beauty for the staples, K-Beauty for the fun, or a mix of both, the best approach is always to test products carefully and find the combination that truly respects your individual skin needs. Find your balance and keep the glow going.